What if the strike was successful, but the fear survived?
There is a kind of victory that leaves the world more afraid than before.
The US and Israel struck Iran, but the crisis did not disappear.
Smoke can rise after the missiles stop, but so can uncertainty. The world heard the word victory, yet peace did not arrive.
People do not live inside strategy rooms. They live under the shadow of decisions. This is not about cheering for one side.
It is about asking why power still cannot quiet the human heart.
When the board changes, the fear often stays.
One road cracks,
One city waits.
one region holds its breath. Every missile shadow asks the same question: what comes after this?
The silence after an attack can feel louder than the explosion. A hand over the heart says what politics cannot explain. The map is not just lines.
It is homes, families, and graves.
Hormuz is small on a map, but heavy in the world's fear. When supply lines feel fragile, ordinary people feel the pressure first.
Leaders speak in strategy.
Families speak in prayer. And somewhere in between, the human soul grows tired. The polls lean, the streets empty, the future feels unstable.
A fallen piece on a chessboard is not the end of the game.
That is the fear, not one strike, but the crisis after it.
Every arrow on a map points to someone's tomorrow.
The ground beneath us can look solid until it begins to split. But even in dark clouds, a thin light can begin. At first, hope is easy to miss. It does not raise the smoke immediately. It simply refuses to let darkness have the final word. And that is where faith begins to breathe. A small empty chair can carry the weight of a whole family. A broken room asks where safety went. Cracks in walls can feel like cracks in the world itself. And sometimes the only honest response is to touch the wound. A table left behind reminds us that war interrupts ordinary life. The smoke does not only cover cities, it covers faces. We should never turn distant suffering into cold analysis.
Then a small branch appears, burned, but not dead.
One green leaf can preach without saying a word. The Middle East does not need more pride, it needs mercy.
Loneliness grows long in the shadow of conflict.
But light often arrives before we are ready to notice it.
Faith does not deny the smoke, it looks through it.
The first step toward hope is sometimes very small. Not as a weapon, not as a slogan.
But as a place where the heart can stop running.
The burnt branch rests beside the Bible like a question.
Can peace still grow from a scorched place?
It is the belief that God can meet people in ruins. The games of power begin to fade in the distance. When Scripture opens, another kind of light enters. The eyes are still tired, but they are no longer empty.
It gives the soul somewhere to stand inside it.
Some crosses are far away at first. But even far light can guide a weary heart.
Now, the question becomes, how should we respond? Do we keep staring at power or walk away from it?
The chessboard may explain the conflict, but it cannot heal it. So the character turns toward a road of light.
He passes the burning crown and does not pick it up.
Because power without peace is only another burden.
The cracks remain, but they are no longer untouched.
The Bible opens where fear once ruled the frame.
This is not escape.
This is intercession.
Hands clasped in prayer can be stronger than they look. Smoke begins to part, slowly, not magically.
A burned olive branch beside Scripture becomes a quiet confession. We are tired, Lord, but we are still listening. The road is cracked, yet a line of light runs through it.
Faith walks forward without pretending the ground is whole.
The shadows of missiles begin to lose their shape.
The city is still wounded, but not completely hidden.
The Bible held close becomes more than a symbol.
It becomes a reminder. God is near to the broken-hearted.
A small cross on the horizon does not erase history.
But it tells us suffering is not the final authority.
Kneeling is not weakness when the world is on fire.
It is the posture of a soul refusing hatred.
The light falls gently, not like spectacle, but like mercy.
The map is still cracked, yet the flames are gone.
This is the choice: smoke on one side, light on the other. The face remains sad, but hope has entered the silence.
The branch is placed toward the light.
And the wind begins to move the smoke away. The road continues, because faith is not a single moment.
The burning crown is left behind. Victory without peace cannot be our final hope. So we walk toward the light, carrying the word.
When victory does not bring peace, God still calls hearts to pray.
For Iran, for Israel, for America, and for every fearful home.
Lord, teach us to seek peace deeper than power. And if this video helped you reflect, stay with us for more real-world faith.